2 as the biggest, so must be cautious. Ain't no ceiling cause I put it in the trunk. What's 20 million? I'ma spend that in a month.
Couldn't wait for it, running out of paint storage. We was made for it, now we getting paid for it.
Yes, sir. What's going on, family? It's your boy, Mr. P. Welcome to another episode of Sunday Morning Markup. Shout out to everybody on the call. Let me see who we got on here. We got J. Millie, Shaq. I see you, Josh. My mans, Jessica. What's happening? Hope everyone's having a phenomenal morning. How y'all feeling?
Feeling blessed, brother. How you doing this morning?
Good. That's good, man. Good to hear. How's the wife and the kids? Everybody kosher?
Everything great, dog. Can't complain at all, man. We woke up this morning. That's a blessing.
Ooh-wee. Tell me about it. You ain't never lied about that one, family. Hey, for all our people who don't know, we need you to go to PIP'Neasy.com and lock in. We have a free community. We only trade gold. I can't lie. It really be popping. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Get funded on Sway Funded. Sway Hydration. Now, all these are affiliate platforms, so you can potentially get a bag. Also, if you want to join our free profit channel, G.P.S, the community, it's absolutely free as well. You just have to be an affiliate of Sway Markets. And don't sleep on my guy, Tyrone Foster, man. Every day, Monday through Friday, he's going up. Victor Games is crazy. Also, we got a lot of more value on here. Some how-to videos. Boot camp is coming up this December, so stay tuned for that. The second annual PAE FX Boot Camp 2024 will be going on this December, so y'all stay tuned for that. Other than that, man, hit the like button, subscribe, all that cool stuff they be saying. We're going to get into these charts. So we did trade Jazz. I just want to talk about this real quick because we was in this week. And I think this thing on, okay, let me just tell you why we took the trade. All right, so this 4-hour candle happened right here, right? So I was like, okay, cool. I like this bullish momentum, right? But also I was blocking up this consolidation, right? So this consolidation was looking real cool to me after this break right here. It became, some type of resistance level. So I just took this and I boxed this up like that, right? So at that point, we know where price is consistently falling off of, et cetera, whatever the case may be, right? So it's like, okay, cool. So we seen a 4-hour confirmation. Keep in mind, we also looking at this 4-hour candle right here. So I'm looking at this candle right here, right? So this candle right here, I was like, okay, I like this zone because this the same zone J. Rob was talking about. He was like, and I felt just like him, this zone right here, like it's not closing below. Oh, you can't see my screen? Thank you, Josh.
Bro, I can't see your screen.
Thank you, Josh. Why did that happen? That was wild.
There we go.
Thank you, Josh. We got to edit that on YouTube. Shout out to all my YouTube subscribers. That was wild. All right, so basically, let me reverse this real quick all right, so what I was saying was I like to buy on Jazz, right? I'm going to rewind. And the only reason we took the buy is because of what I'm about to show you. This is why I took the buy. I felt the same way Josh did, right, when he was looking at the chart. So we got this zone here that was just created, but that wasn't the zone Josh was talking about. He was talking about this zone. But what I did was I took this consolidation off of this resistance level after we got a little break right here, you know what I'm saying? A little retest closed below, nothing's closed above this high. So I'm like, okay, I like this zone right here. And this is what that looks like, right? So after that, I was like, okay, cool. That zone is some consolidation. So I was like, okay, how can I maximize the consolidation? All right, this is the low. This is the candle Josh was talking about. Jason was talking about. This zone right here. And he was like, basically, price hasn't closed, below or above that zone yet. Below, right? So we was looking for price to break this low at this point here. But price didn't break it. It kept spiking it, and it kept going up. Now, the reason this is a place of interest as far as take profit zone, I will take profit in the middle here and then at the top. Price has been coming up, doing that thing. Now, it is flagging down, I feel like, full buy on the daily. But the reason I took this trade is because this low right here wasn't taken out. And then we had another bullish confirmation here, right? And I was like, okay, cool. We bought here off this zone, and it did shoot up. It shot up about, I don't know, I had three entries with just 0.01s. You feel me? And I end up taking $15 off of 2 entries. So it was $30 total, you know, just 30 bucks. But that's like 150 pips. You know, so it was a cool little move. But then put our stop and profit, it came down, boom, and then actually hit our first target, which was in this zone right here. Came up, spiked us out, boom, even hit our stop that we had in place. So right now, I think on this daily, I think this thing is flagging. And because BTC and Ethereum been taking a dump, I really think this might just come down to this zone. Now, this ain't even the zone, because this is a close. Let's understand that this is a break of structure right here. That's why we kept selling off this zone. All right, this is a break of structure. This is a retest. That's a continuation. Now, this is our next low here. So price hasn't taken that low out at all. Right? It's been respecting this area. And that's why potentially everyone is looking for buys. Right? This is just the daily time. Now, this level is a major level just based off of the rejection we consistently getting real nice spike entries off this bullish engulfing, right? So that's why we looking for buys. But of course, we got this smooth imbalance down here that just look crazy and look like it just need to get taken out. So that's why people skeptical about the buys, but it is flagging on this daily and it looks really good. I can't lie, but these consistent daily bearish engulfings is what, you know, is what making me just take profit on everything I can get off this thing. Because look, this is a bearish engulf. That's one. Now this ain't too crazy, but this is a bearish engulf. It's not too much bigger than this previous candle, but it is engulfing it. And then another one. It's just giving me all type of push down vibes. Right? So that's my thoughts on jazz. Is this a flat? Let's see. Oh no. Okay, so now the weekly look good. This I would love to see price come back up to this zone and continue to sell. I would like that to happen first, but it low-key did. It just didn't hit a part that I would want to see get hit, which is up in here. It came to this imbalance. Sometimes it happens wick to wick. You know, I noticed that a lot too. So how you can see that this wick is basically came and touched the next wick. So this bow, see what I mean? So sometimes that's confirmation for me too. It's like wick to wick when you have this engulfing candle. But price will eventually come back to this zone, which is, you know, the zone we would be looking for. Now, this is the weekly, so it could spike up in here. This is another zone on smaller time frame, looking for the exact same thing, right? So the more consistent we get when we go down these time frames and see stuff inside this zone, which would be this whole zone, we will go down to every time frame and look for the same thing in those zones, all the way down to the 5 minute for a sniper entry, if need be, you know. But when you swing in, you can just add a couple lots on it, something small, and then, you know, kind of ride it out. But this zone, I want to see it come up here. This could potentially be that, and then we will get the drop because that is a weekly bearish engulfing. Now, if price closed below this, then we definitely, this weekly close below here, that's definitely gonna give us a confirmation. I'm just saying this, just the body, not the wicks, the body. If we get a body full close below this thing selling. Of course, it might shoot up before it come down, but we definitely come down like it has to, at least back to this. So yeah, that's my thoughts on jazz. Did anybody have any questions on that? Let's see. Good morning. Oh, that's what's up. Oh, I need to screenshot that. That's a beautiful comment. Thank you so much. I appreciate you appreciating. That's what's up. So yeah, let's just keep. I thought I was playing. I showed screenshot that. That's a beautiful message. Shout out to her for even taking the time to put that in the chat. You hear me? Let's go. All right. Let me see. Let me see. So USD CAD, we actually are in this short. Now, this is a pretty nice play. The reason we was looking at CAD last week is because we had a lot of USD CAD news during NFP. So I wanted to see where she kind of settled at after all the smoke cleared. And she settled right here. Now, I do think price can dig up in here. And this is the daily. So, we could potentially get a push up. But I do like this break and retest. It looked so clean. You know what I mean? Now, we might get this, But as long as, and this is, I'm going to hold it until either it run the play or it close above this candle here. So if I get a daily that closes above this candle, this bearish engulfing, I'm closing it. Like this yellow line. If I get a clean close above, I'm closing out. I don't want no parts of it. But as long as price respect this high right here, not this candle, this little one, I'm talking about. This is what I'm looking for right here. This, as long as price don't close above this, I'm looking for shorts in this. Because it just looked good. Like this thing looked textbook. Like look at this. It's great. Retest. Hiya. That's nice. Even to the upside. Look, right? Retest. Hiya. And this is the daily. You know what I'm saying? So even right here, boom, boom, boom. That's a bag. Even right here, boom. Then we got the break. Wow. Now we should get the continuation. So that's what I'm looking for on UCAD. I did put that in the chat. This ain't even what we supposed to be looking at. It was just on our radar. So GBP CAD, we were swinging that last week. This is CAD. And price came back to our sell zone off this daily. It came down and it hit TP, almost TP3, kind of sort of. I mean TP2, which is, keep in mind, it's the daily, which is a good bag. So even if we took the first target and got in here, because we've been doing this since here. Took the first target, that's 70 pips. It dropped 120. So that's a good bag. Now it's back in our zone, and it's the same play I'm looking for on USD CAD. As long as price don't close above here, I'm looking for shorts. That's my stop loss. Now I haven't gotten in yet because I took profit, but I was waiting on this pullback. But this weekly did the same thing. It didn't close above this here. As long as we don't get a break above on a weekly, that's another confirmation. Because sometimes we be like, dang, that day closed above. Then I would just go to a higher time frame and see what that pullback looked like when we swing, or even on a smaller time frame. But this is what we're looking for on GBP CAD. We want to see this thing continue to the downside and come take this little imbalance, do a quick grab, and then potentially continue to the upside. This is a new monthly candle. We have a beautiful structure right here. This is something I love when on the bigger time frames. It's basically a head and shoulder, but it's wick work. I call it wick work. So you see this wick work right here. When they build a little house, right? Little trap house. It usually, like, this monthly should pull back. Now this doji is tricky because it might just stay bullish, but price could easily come back down here. And that's a whole lot of pips, and even once we know which direction we're going, we just getting in on the pullback at this point, But this is about a good 500 pips. We could potentially hold this sell all month and just see what happens. You know, I put a small entry on it. Don't get too crazy. But if you do, just make sure you strategically execute. But that's what we're looking for on GBP CAD. If you have any questions, feel free. That's the play there. Came back to our entry. As long as it don't close above here, our stop loss there. Same entry. See how it opened up when the market opens. Find you a nice entry, and then see if we can take this back down to these zones, at least back down to this first one, which would be, you know, our first target. All right. GBP CAD, NZDJPY. Now, NZDJPY is definitely bearish. Now, this thing's extremely bearish, but this is the low we've got right here on the daily, the weekly. That's a crazy break and retest. It broke, and then retest the seconds, right? So just for example here, it broke. What I mean, broke, is this is a structure right here. This is the weekly time frame. This is a respected level. This is a respected level. So this is a break and retest for the continuation, right? Even here, right? This is a BOS, break of structure. Price broke this, came back, retested this zone, came off this engulfing zone, and bought right back up, right? Then it broke again here, right? This is a break structure, came back, pulled up, retested this, and then kept on. It came all the way down here, retest, boom, and then shot up. This broke, it broke all of it. It's just crazy how this thing broke through. And now it's at a nice level, which is here, of resistance. But this candle right here is so either manipulative, is manipulating us, or this thing just about to fall and it's going to break through here. But as long as price don't close below this candle, this bullish engulfing, then I think we can potentially get some rejection off here. But when price gets to this zone off this, because this going to open up, and I think it's going to pull back and potentially, you know, sell off this zone and continue. Or it can be manipulating us, and it can kind of just flag up and eventually break this structure and come back up here. But it's so bearish right now, even on a monthly, it's crazy. But this is a clean double, almost triple break, retest off of this zone here, boom, retest, and then just sold back down. We did sell this, but we didn't hold it this long. I didn't think it was going to do all that because I thought it was going to break the structure and come get some of this imbalance. But, you know, price does what it wants. But this is a clean, the way this uptrend is going, it's just clean. This is like textbook shit. Because you see all the breaker structures in the retest, like it's beautiful. Breaker structure right here, retest is just textbook when it comes to just finding entries and looking at trends. But this right here is aggressive, and that's what bothers me. Like this is a month worth of selling. All right, even right here, it's sold down. It closed bullish, but this weekly candle came all the way down here. That's aggressive. Look, nice zone right here off this bullish engulfing, clean. Boom. That would have been a beautiful buy. Man, we missed that. Back up here, close above. Boom, retest that zone. Drop this. It's just beautiful. Textbook type shit. Only thing that ain't textbook is this aggressive monthly sale. Now, speaking of the monthly, let me just look at that real quick. Now this thing can't close like this because that's crazy. Like this candle, first of all this imbalance, I've got an alert set here and here. I was waiting on price to come back. If it does, this would be the level that it should come off of. It really just came down here. And this is what I mean going down to every time frame. Like this was a bullish engulfing zone. If we had this alerted up, we got a line down there, but we didn't have no alert. So just look at this, man. This is crazy. This monthly price claim hit that zone on the monthly. Okay, it's a bullish engulfing zone on a weekly. Even this little one right here, even this one right here, it could even come down here. And then even the daily, like it's just there. Is that a engulfing? Last one down here. But that's basically what we're looking for on these time frames. That's the same thing all the way down consistently. But this is a clean break and retest. I do want to see how this monthly close. We could potentially buy buys off here, but the way it's sold, I'll just leave it alone until it comes back to maybe this area here where our alerts are. So I'm just not messing with NZD. But if you wanted to, you can probably take it down to a smaller time frame and see what type of rejection you'll get off of the support level, and see if you can potentially find, a cool 50 pip, 10, 15 pip stop loss for a cool 50 pips, something like that. But I do think price gonna come dig into the zone and potentially pull back for the week. But it's not nothing I'm willing to like indulge until it comes to one of our zones. Now 30 is looking great. Like this is what we wanted to happen when we sold it here. I mean, when we sold it here, this is what we was looking for. Boom, price came back. It just sold off just beautifully. This weekly looks amazing. Right? Like this thing, I've been calling out 40K for like ever. So it's just beautiful to see it play out. Now, the crazy thing is it hit my take profit. I was a little sad about that, but you can't be mad at a bag because, excuse me, we had to take profit in this zone right here, and this zone right here. This has really just been crazy. Just whole drop. So I think we'll even come down to like 35. So right now I'm looking for shorts. I want to see price come dig back into this weekly engulfing zone. And we want to sell this. We want to sell this down to 40K. I pray this thing come back so we can get back in. But my TPs got hit, which is a blessing. But I just really been waiting on 40K. It's coming down. It's looking real bearish. Only thing we want now is for price not to close above this weekly high. As long as if price comes, because it will, because the stock market like to get trick niggas, but it's super divergent, right? And we just got this weekly bearish engulfing, and this monthly look like it want to close bearish too. So we don't get a close above this monthly high, this weekly high, or this daily high. We are selling this thing every time it come back. Of course, strategically. Now, this just did what NZD JPY did. It just broke some structures. Boom, 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 boom. It's just now keep in mind, we got this doji right here, which is nice. And then we have this bearish engulfing zone where price came off the daily. And this is where we got our last entry at off of this right here. So price came up here, 30 get real spiky. So you have to just let it twerk, right? And just get in on the twerk session, if that makes sense. Once it passed your zone and you wanted to pull back, because it's going to do it, and a lot of times candle make clean. When it starts to look clean, the patterns, like the little house I showed you, this little three on a bigger time frames, I'm saying the weekly, the monthly, when you start seeing stuff like this, just when it's really clean, like even this right here, 3 candles, when it's just clean, either way, like up or down, I mean, bullish or bearish, but that's another confirmation I use when I'm trading. Like these wicks tell stories as well. But yeah, do like this. I want to see it come all the way down to 39. But I think, of course, this is the UX stock market. We're gonna get a high and potentially, spike above this weekly, something like that, and maybe a continuation. But I do like the sales. I'm looking for sales, but I'm waiting on the push back up to get another entry to the downside. I want to see this monthly close bearish, and I want to see this thing come back to about 38K. Like it has to come get this. There's no way. Like it's coming. So yeah, just like it did right here. Boom, 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 spike down. It still ain't hit this zone. But yeah, that's what we think about on 30. And gold, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. Oh my God. Gold has been so good to us. Listen, I feel like I don't want to I'm just thankful and grateful. We've been smacking gold across the head, and it's just been a blessing just to be able to just get these gains out the market. So yeah, we got this daily high right here. It's the same thing I've been seeing on these other time frames of pairs. So it would be crazy if this monthly closes a bearish engulfing, but who knows? I want to see price come back down to here, which is 2,300. Like, look at this. It has to hit 22K. I've been saying 22, but 21. Like, this is why this bull run is crazy, and it's gonna come retest this zone, and we gonna be in it. Absolutely, yes, Lord, for sure. We still holding the short at 25. Did I close it? I think I'm still holding it at 25, 28. Now I want to see this monthly close bearish. Now it's only the 8th. We got 3 more weeks left, which is very possible for this to close. But if it doesn't, it could potentially close as if it don't close as a bearish engulfing, I would love to see a bullish doji on this monthly, and then we get a bearish engulfing next month. That's what I would love to see. Like, that's my 2 things I would like to see. And look, we got our first 2, because I was telling you about the clean. Let me delete this real quick so I can show you. So now this is another potential that could happen, right? This is what we're looking at. Like, this is clean. It's clean. See that? That's clean. So now, if we get one more of those, and that could be next month. You feel me? But if price come touch this, say your mama, say your kids, say yeah, we selling gold. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie to you. Just because this, I just think it has to come down. Now look, it's low key right here, but it's not clean. We need something clean. So this daily, it didn't do what we want to do. We actually bought this. So last week was pretty lit. If you was in the Premier chat, we normally don't trade on Fridays. I usually give all my attention to the Premier community because they invested in themselves. So that's what we do. All right, so this 4 hour looks good right here. I really like this zone. And we're looking for price to stay above. Stay below this zone here, right? This whole zone. We don't want no close above this zone. And as long as we get that, then we can be good. We don't want nothing to close above that. We do got another 4 hour zone here, which is lovely because we trade bearish engulfing zones along with market structure. It's super simple. Not too many indicators. We just got one, and that's the MACD, right? This is just an engulfing detector. It don't really detect them all, though. It'd be tripping. But I do like this 4 hour boom, 4 hour boom. So these is lower highs we're getting here, which is lovely because it shows us, it's an indication for a continuation, that is making a trend, right? Now, this would be a zone I sell off of, but the reason we actually, oh no, that was the daily. Oh no, that was 6 hours. I thought that was 4. Okay, 4 hour, boom, we got the rejection we wanted. I think I traded this off the hour. Yep. I think I traded this off the hour. Yep. Took these trades off the hour. All right, cool. So this was our sell zone at one point here. Price did the twerk session doing NFP, but it came back to this level. And I'm selling this every time. I should have strategically over leveraged like my boy T Mitch. But look at this, man. We got rejection. This is a bearish engulfing. This is a aggressive sale on the 1 hour. Came back, whatever. But now price respects this zone here. So never closes above here. Respect. Price came back into that zone for on this 1 hour, which would be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th time it hit it since it created this engulfing. Then we got other engulfings. This is a bearish engulfing in the same zone. right? This is a bearish engulfing here in the same zone, another bearish engulfing in the same zone. So it's a lot of extremely powerful rejection consistently going on this 1 hour, right? Then we get another one. And that was the other entry that we sent back out. So we caught the sell at 25, 27. And then we got this bearish engulfing that engulfed this bullish engulfing. And that's what I mean by a lot of manipulation sometimes. It's just tricky. So it tried to trick us, manipulate us, think that if price was bullish, and it basically tanked, came back, retested this bearish engulfing zone, and on a smaller time frame, you know, it's another zone. I think like on a 5 or 15 bearish engulfing. So boom, came and touched that zone and tanked, and then we bought it off this 1 hour. This 1 hour zone right here. We actually tried to buy it twice and got smacked once, and then we made up for it. So this is the zone we bought off of right here. Boom, entry here, stop below the previous low. Boom, nice pull up. We bought here first off this green zone, and then it just smacked straight through. We closed out, hit our stop loss, and we just waited for this setup and got back in. And and we also bought this off the 30-minute. It went up about 30 pips, came back down. I still think it's gonna buy up though. I think it's gonna come all the way back up. Get some of this area, as long as it don't close below. But right now, I want to see this. I want to see a pullback up in here and another sell. So I think it'll get bullish again before it get bearish. I do like this 6 hour. I do like this zone right here. Like I want to see price come back up here. But it didn't close below our green zone on the 6 hour, which is a nice level of, you know, rejection on both sides. So it didn't close below, which is good. It just got spiky. Now we want to see this thing come back up here. We're going to put an alert, and then potentially we can catch a sell now, or we can potentially find a buy up, or maybe both. I like to put my alerts kind of by the wicks. Sometimes you can. Dun, 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 dun. But this is the patient play. You know what I mean? Wait on price to come to your zone. And shoot your shot. So that's my thoughts on gold. I think we're gonna get the pull back up into here. We're gonna get a lower, another lower high. Coming like something like that. I don't know when it's coming, but I think we'll get another lower high here. Boom. Right off the trend. And as long as it don't break it, I'm looking for shorts. That's pretty much it. I think that's it, family. That's all we're looking at today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Did you guys have any questions that's on the call? Bet. Appreciate you. For everyone who's watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button, and do all that cool stuff they be saying. Other than that, have a blessed, productive, and profitable day. We'll see you at the top from the top, family. Get it.